Last week at VW Campfest, multiple attendees reported headlights being stolen from their vehicles. Now, these weren't just any vehicles, these were VW Polos that were highly spec'd, literally some of the most popular cars in South Africa. So then, let's have a conversation. During a thunderstorm, it's raining outside. That's the sound that you might be hearing. Please forgive that, unfortunately I do have to record and it is raining. Let's talk about the South African VW Polo headlight theft issue and why I think it might not be getting solved anytime soon. But before we get into the video, let's talk about what might be the best and most convenient way for you to get your finances in order using today's sponsor, Zaga Manager. They are an AI-based app that lets you keep track of and manage all of your spending. The app helps you keep track of recurring bills, making sure that you never miss a payment ever again, whether that is your monthly debit orders, your monthly rent payment, or even your weekly stock for contribution. On top of that, it allows you to set budget start and end dates. It sets you budget alert notifications in case things aren't going as well as they're supposed to be. It also offers bill splitting, a smart shopping list, and a built-in debt analysis tool as well. It does all of this while allowing you to set your preferred exchange rate and enter transactions in whatever currency you want, the exchange rate for which it will handle automatically for you. So go ahead and download the Zaga Manager app either on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and get your finances in order as soon as today. Thank you very much to Zaga Manager for sponsoring the channel, and back to the very rainy video. In April 2021, News 24 reported about a video showing thieves stealing the headlights from a 5th generation Polo GTI in less than 5 seconds. So despite what's happened at Campfest kind of shoving this phenomena into the spotlight, it certainly isn't anything new. We've had this problem for a long time now. You see, the crux of the issue here is that a majority of GTI models, whether that is your Golf GTIs, which is the actual GTI, or the GTI Lite, the Polo GTI, all come with LED headlights that will cost you up to 35,000 rands for a brand new pair. And all headlights that are fitted on VW Polos, whether that is your base model Polo Vivo or your high spec Polo TSI or R-Line, for example, they are all fitted using plastic clips and 2 screws. Just 2 screws and plastic clips. So you put these two facts together, the fact that these headlights can be sold for up to 35,000 rands and the fact that they are held on by what is basically a piece of chappies, and it is no wonder that our terminally unemployed and particularly sticky-fingered brothers, would notice that VW Polos are basically just lotto tickets on wheels. I mean, the VW Polo is literally one of the most best-selling cars in South Africa, and because of that, it has very high spare parts demand. So yanking the headlights that are very easy to yank out of a Polo Vivo is kind of a no-brainer if you think about it. If you're a criminal. Theft and vandalizing someone else's property isn't exactly a no-brainer, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Something else that was and still is happening alongside these headlight thefts is the theft of VW Polo badges as well. The front badges are also extremely easy to yank off because, once again, I assume they're held on by 2 pieces of chappies. So given how well known this phenomena is and how long it's been going on, you're probably asking yourself, how are these criminals able to get away with these crimes and sell these headlights on still, despite the fact that everyone knows that if you're buying second-hand Polo headlights from Facebook Marketplace, they're probably stolen. How have they been able to get away with this crime for so long? Well, under the Second-Hand Goods Act, if you want to sell something to a dealer, something like scrap metal, you must first verify where you found it, you must first verify where you live, and you must also provide your identification, your ID as well. This was an act enacted in order to stop the theft of scrap metal in South Africa. And yes, headlights are technically covered by this act, but the harsh truth, the reality of the matter is the people buying these headlights don't give a damn about this law, like, at all. I mean, despite the headlights at the point of sale being obviously damaged from being yanked out of these cars, remember, they are violently ripping these headlights out. They're not removing them properly. There are still those 2 screws holding them on, I think, from the top. They have to rip those out. Despite that damage being apparent when someone is buying them, they're still going to buy those headlights because most likely than not, they are number one going to be being offered a very good price for those headlights. They're going to be buying them for cheaper than they would from the dealership. And number two, like a Top Auto article says, you can just pull up to a scrapyard with a loose or damaged second-hand headlight that you can just say, I bought this thing damaged, or I got this headlight from a car that had been in a crash. Can you please just fix this and fit it to my car? And they'll do that for you, no questions asked. It's incredibly easy to resell these headlights. So not only are there no consequences for stealing these headlights, because SAPS is about as useful as ESCOM was in 2023, it is also incredibly easy to resell these stolen headlights and make really good money. So it's no wonder then that VW Polos are turning into Stevie Wonder faster than the DA changes leadership. And nothing exemplifies just how easy this type of crime is than what happened at Campfest. I mean, we saw dozens. Was it dozens? We saw a lot of VW Polos have their headlights stolen from unsuspecting owners who came back to their cars looking real sorry for themselves, looking real different than how they parked them. If people are able to do that at a packed event that is supposed to have security, what makes you think they're not going to do that in an empty parking lot or on your driveway? It's actually a really, really, really bad problem. So yes, that is the VW Polo headlight theft issue in its entirety, or what I could find about it. Now let's talk about if anything can be done about it. Well, my friends, at the very, very core of this issue is the problem of how VW mounts the headlights to these cars, which for some reason makes these cars really easy targets for this type of crime. Now, I'm not sure what specifically it is about the Polos in particular that make them so vulnerable, but one thing I am very sure of is that we cannot expect a massive automotive conglomerate to change the way that they mount headlights to a mass-produced vehicle just because a few naughty individuals in a country at the bottom of Africa decided that these headlights were an easy meal. I mean, the journalist Ernest Page reached out to VW in 2023 about this headlight theft issue, and they said that they had thus far, up to that point in 2023, had not been able to come up with a remedy for this problem. They said that they are looking into several initiatives to try and address this issue of components being stolen from their vehicles, but that is something that they said in 2024. 2 years ago at this point. So safe to say then that VW is probably not going to be able to do a whole lot for you if you own a Polo. The truth is that this issue has more to do with South Africa's general crime problem and the fact that people are shamelessly stealing other people's possessions and vandalizing their property as the rain intensifies. And until we fix that, until we fix our crime issue, this is still going to keep happening. I would suggest buying yourself a bag of Ziplocs and tying your headlights and your badges to your Polos to avoid them being yanked out. Thank you very much for watching. The funny part about this rain and why I might be slightly agitated, or I might have been slightly agitated during this recording as the rain intensifies, I don't even know if you can hear me, but hopefully you can, is that I just did my laundry. It is outside now getting rained on. Happy days. Happy days. Anyway, I miss home. I want to go home. Anyway, this adulting thing kind of sucks, but never mind. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do make sure to check out the Zaga Manager budgeting app if you want to get your finances in order, and if you want to be just a lot more intentional with how you spend your money. Make sure that you download the app on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. I am going to go and sort out my laundry somehow. I don't know how it is. It's probably drenched right now, but see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.